So I can hear everything. You know, that might be helpful. Okay. Get into the game. I think we're going to go visit the Witch's Wilds. I think that's the plan. Let's exit here. Can't take Morgan with us, so take Buddy Sin. Nice.
Yes.
Alistair.
Oh, blast it.
Yes.
Gale.
Indeed.
Yeah. To Flemmeth's hut. Dang it, I forgot to level people up. And the inch. Definitely have level up. Where are there traps?
Trap right ahead. What they attack?
Good God. That's all I need. Help. A little help, please. A lot of help, please. I'm dead. Okay. Rawr. Wait, I did a proper save. How did I load this quick save? Oh, quick save was after. Level up. He is the fucking juggernaut. Rawr, hello and welcome, by the way. Good morning.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
Bunch of wolves again, or is it truly random?
Shall be as you say.
Right ahead.
Already going better. Help! And I'm dead again. Oh, good. I'm a stun? I don't understand. There's no buff saying, debuff saying she's stunned. I really don't understand what's going on here. Why can't Liliana move? No wonder they weren't dying. She's been taken out of the combat.
I'm here.
Who is? Busted game is busted. It's free XP.
It's done. Right away.
Wolf pelts. What else? Traps. So many. Is that everything? Injury kit. That
Lovely.
again, too.
Trap right ahead.
How did you miss one?
Ask me anything.
Miss any more? Wolves frequent this area. Oh shit. Traps laid for wolves. Well, more traps, sorry.
Lovely.
Off we go. There we are. Alright. It's gonna be fun. BLS.
And so you return. Lovely Morrigan has at last found someone willing to dance to her tune. Such enchanting music she plays, wouldn't you say?
Dance your tune instead.
Why dance at all? Why not sing? What has Morrigan told you? What little plan has she hatched this time?
Knows how you extend your lifespan.
That she does. The question
Natural
is, do
lifespan.
you? Ah, but it is an old, old story. One that Flemmeth has heard before, and even told. Let us skip right to the ending, shall we? Do you slay the old wretch as Morrigan bids, or does the tale take a different turn?
Want the truth?
Truth, she says, as if it were nothing. No, no. Far better the lie. Far better the comfort of blankets and shadows and a mother's love. Morrigan wishes my grimoire? Take it as a trophy. Tell her I am slain.
What happens to you?
I go. Perhaps I surprise Morrigan one day. Or I may simply watch. It would be interesting to see what she does with her freedom. Enlightening, even. Would you give an old woman that?
And you think she'll believe it?
We believe what we want to believe. It's all we ever do.
I'm not lying.
Shame. What will it be, then? Oh, how interesting. I'd like to see the look on
Oh,
her
no, that's not what I
face
thought
when
it was
she
saying.
realizes it. But you must earn what you take. I would have it no other way.
That is not what I thought I was saying. So, now she's a dragon. Okay, well, I don't think I need to tell you all to do this, but attack that.
So be it.
Flemmeth, this shapes shit. Oh shit, he's fucking dead. Yeah, he's fucking dead. I don't know if I can save him. Fuck! I wasted the group there. my god, he's almost instantly dead again. Or change this to 25%. Which one of these can we get rid of for his heal? Less than 25. Use the heal pot. We're at it.
As you desire. I never liked this part. So I shall.
Sure. Why want to go on the hot bar?
Defend yourself.
Jesus, he dies so fast. Halfway there.
Defend yourself.
Oh, shit. Shit.
Enough. You forced our hand. Let's see. You should run while you can. I never liked
Alright,
this
I
part.
think she's out of mana.
Sometimes.
Time.
As you desire. Away with you! So I shall.
Oh my god, he's in the air. I don't think you can use an injury kit while he's in the air, but we're gonna try. We did it! We slayed the beast.
As you desire.
Oh, Lyrium potion. I used like 12. Well, I used so many. Into the hut.
As you like.
Robes of possession. Morgan can use, okay. What's in here?
It's done.
Alright. Back to camp. Straight to it.
Mother's real grimoire, is it? I am glad you were able to find it after all. My thanks for retrieving it. I shall begin studying it immediately and unlock the power that it holds.
West. Oh yeah. Nice little upgrade there. Alright, now we need to talk to everybody. It's gonna take a minute.
It is a curious thing. I do not know how else to describe it.
Something
No,
wrong?
nothing is wrong. It is a little embarrassing to admit, in fact. I am reminded of our first meeting in the wilds. I had been in animal form for some time, watching your progress. I was intrigued to see such a formidable woman, obviously more potent than the men she traveled with. Yet I resented it when Flemmeth assigned me to travel with you. I assumed that at
You're
best
so
it
quiet
would
today.
drive me from your
Sorry.
company as soon as we left the wilds.
A lot going on. Use your talents and secrets? Why would I do that?
I am aware that I have
Why?
little talent for forming friendships, to put it lightly. It is something I know nothing of, nor ever thought I needed. Yet when I discovered Flemmeth's plans, you did not abandon me. Whatever your reasons, you fought what must have been a terrible battle without hope of real reward.
That's right.
And that is what I do not understand. Of all the things I could have imagined would have resulted when Flemmeth told me to go with you, the very last would have been that I would find in you a friend, perhaps even a sister. I want you to know that while I may not always prove worthy of your friendship, I will always value it. But enough of such idle talk. There are more
Is she
useful
about to
things
cry?
to be done, surely.
Massive magic. I want to save because I'm worried I'm going to fuck up this
You
conversation.
called.
Nope.
As you wish.
Nothing to talk about, actually. JL.
It speaks. It doesn't have better things to do.
Go off that village day and
I
night
do not
for
sleep,
years.
so yes, and I thank it for reminding me. Try to imagine, if it will, what it would be like to be surrounded by nothing but boring peasants, all oblivious to
And
it.
pigeons. Look, you're a bit of a voyeur.
Gosh,
Aha.
yes. It certainly was the height of intrigue to listen to the accounts of how young Dornan had scandalized the village by his purchase of an Orlesian hat. And the argument that those two muddy farmers had over the price of barley for a whole summer. Riveting. And then there were the birds. A whole village full of pigeons and ravens and sparrows all perching on me day in and day out.
Sounds a little
Those
messy.
foolish villagers would spread birdseed near me, drawing the birds, because they thought having birds perch on me was quaint. Quaint! If there hadn't been the occasional kind soul to scour me clean, I don't care to discuss this anymore.
Disapproves. What? Huh? Why?
Something you
a
need?
couple things to sell. Let's do that real quick. So let's do. Probably gotta sell these. Mana potions. All for it.
You know, maybe this isn't the best time to be thinking about this.
Oh
but
God,
I
no.
have something to
Don't
ask
do
you.
it, Alistair.
Chances are we'll be heading to Denerim soon. And when we're there,
Oh,
I wonder
okay.
if we might be able to look someone up.
Yeah, someone outside the Great
I'm
Woods.
not talking about a friend, exactly. And no, it's not that sort of friend either. The thing is, I have a sister, a half-sister. I told you about my mother, right? She was a servant at Redcliffe Castle and she had a daughter. Only, I never knew about her. I don't think she knew about me either. They kept my birth a secret after all. But, after I became a Grey Warden, I did some checking and,
Oh,
well, I found out she's still alive. In Denerim.
wonderful.
She's the only real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been thinking that maybe it's time I went to see her. With the blight coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her. Maybe I can help her. Warn her about the danger, I don't know.
We could try. If you want to.
Could we?
That's what
I'd
we'll do.
appreciate that. If something happened to her and I never went to at least see her, I don't know if I could forgive myself. Her name is Goldana, and I think she
Goldana.
remarried but still lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then, well, it's worth a look.
Alistair's family. Where else? All the death roots. All the metal shards. All unassigned novice room. $2 gold.
You will have the best equipped army Ferelden has ever seen. You witnessed the rarest of things, Warden. The Dalish stand ready to defend Ferelden. We have
Anything?
assembled on a short schedule. Certain factors of equipment could be better. Crafting components would serve best. Basic ones like elf root and deep mushroom.
And I get my deep mushroom. You can book yourself on that one. Winnie!
Have you encountered many abominations, apart from the ones in the Circle Tower?
No, there was Connor.
Ah, yes, Connor, of course.
Little
the
boy.
first time I saw an abomination, my blood turned to ice. It was months before the nightmares stopped. It was the knowledge that I could easily become one of them that frightened
God,
me
Peanut,
most.
stop barking. You're a great mage. This would never happen to
Every
you.
mage is vulnerable, no matter how accomplished or powerful. That is the first thing we learn, and overconfidence can lead to recklessness. One step. All it takes is one
And
step,
anger leads to the dark side. We
everything
know.
is simply gone, replaced by madness, and there is no turning back Or at least that's what they say.
And sadness. You have doubts?
Of late, I have begun to wonder if there is any way an abomination can be
Didn't we just
cured.
do it?
Or if a mage could be so possessed
Basically.
and still retain their sanity, their humanity.
They have their humanity. They're not an abomination, right?
Yes, it is madness and cruelty that define abominations. If those are lacking, if the mage remembers the person they truly are, then they are not an abomination. I never
You want
saw
blood
that.
magic now?
Thank you for showing me another way of looking at it.
Okay, I think I need to talk to her again.
Irving told me about how you became a Grey Warden, and that unpleasant incident that occurred prior to your departure from the Circle.
Yeah, I wish I hadn't turned out that way.
That's not something either of us can alter. So, it is best to put
We're
it
bringing
behind
it
you.
up.
But that aside, you're a Grey Warden now, and perhaps I presume too much by saying this, but the Circle is proud of you.
Grateful that I can use my gift for good.
You are a true child of the Circle. Raw power tempered with learning, wisdom, and the desire to serve others. Sometimes it gives me comfort to think that everything will end up the way it's supposed to. That it will be all right. You were chosen. You survived the joining when others did not. Perhaps it was meant to be.
What the hell's her approval at? That'd be nearly max. Okay. Peanut. Dance happily. Rolls around happily on his back after we pet him. Good boy.
I've a question, if I may.
Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well. My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity.
Both expire then?
Not precisely. I said I would serve you until you saw fit to release me. One simply assumes that once your Grey Warden business is finished, you would have no need of an assassin to follow you about. Am I wrong?
I could always use a friend.
Indeed. I might even be glad to call myself such, come to think of it. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much to do, yes?
Yes. Liliana.
Have I ever told you I really like the way you wear your hair?
Thank you.
It's very nice, and it suits you. Simple. Not like the elaborate hairstyles we wore in Orlais. They involved flowers, ribbons, jewels. One year, feathers were all the rage, and Lady Elise decided she needed to outdo everyone else, and actually wore live songbirds in her voluminous hair. The chirping was quite charming for a while, but you must realize, terrified little birdies often have loose bowels.
Ew. Those poor birds.
Yes, I don't envy them. She never washed her hair. But I was trying to say something nice to you, wasn't I? Oh, forgive me. My mind wanders so. It's just that I feel so comfortable talking to you. Like I could say anything and you wouldn't judge me.
I do like the way you
You
ramble.
see? This is what I mean. You're such a pleasure to talk to. I haven't felt this close to anyone in a long time. I really enjoy your company.
Here we
would
go.
you do if I said I do? Very much so, in fact. Huh? You must do that then.
Number what?
Perhaps later when I'm not prepared for it. Surprise me. Come then, let's get going. If I recall correctly, you have some important earth-shattering business to attend to.
It's true. It seems like Severin approved of that. Talk to her. We talked to her. That asshole. We out. Where are we going? I don't know. Who are we taking? Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So where could we go? Don't need to go there. No need to go there. Nope. To the dwarves. To the dwarves. This. No random encounters. Up. This. Bounty hunters. Oh. What? It looked like I could talk to him. So a caster over here. Oh, Alistair? Damn it. Oh boy. How's it doing that? I don't know. No dying. Fuck! Wasting so many healing kits.
Ooh, I think a boulder dropped on me there.
The random ass encounters that are doing it too, like the fights that are supposed to be harder have been pretty easy. Hell, the point. Any of that. What is the point? Hello?
I've never seen an elf down here before.
I paid a ransom for a trade permit. They can't do this.
What business would the mighty Grey Wardens have with a man like me?
You are a deserter.
What was this about? How sad it is to see a Grey Warden manipulated. But I have no time to straighten this out for you. Men, let's teach the Grey Warden a lesson about trust.
Okay. All these people just standing there watching. Nothing to see here. Okay, you guys dealt with.
And so I shall.
Yes, sleeping potions, I like. Drain. Okay.
Well, all right.
This is madness. They can't just
They
shut
think they're
down the
isolated
city.
now? Merchants won't risk this happening again.
Step right up, friend, and have a look at the finest selection of almost new armor and weaponry east of Orlais.
Are you Farron?
Oh, you've heard of me. What have you heard? And just so you know, some of my competitors have been trying to besmirch my sterling reputation.
Nari sword.
Canary? I'm afraid I don't know the
Oh
word.
my god. People you looted by Lake Callahan.
Oh, them. Well, I have a few shields here.
Look.
I had one sword, but I sold it already.
You know the guy you took it from is still alive, right?
If I'd known he was still breathing, I would have used a knife. I mean, I'd have been more careful.
I'll just come out and say it. Where is it? Who'd
A
you sell it
dwarf.
to?
He lives in Redcliffe. His name's Dwin, I think. I don't want any trouble.
We've
If you
already been
see
over
that
this.
giant,
He
tell
don't
him
have
I
it.
don't have it, would you? I don't, I swear.
Wait, I know
Well,
him.
he's the proud owner of your giant sword. If you'll excuse me, I have this sudden urge to pack.
We've been there like 5 times. Not yet. But we'll be in Orzammar soon.
Andraste's ashes have been found here in Ferelden too.
They need a king to decide who buys clothes? This is ridiculous.
So tell me, was the Tower of Magi everything you thought it would be?
Abominations running rampant, Templars ready to slaughter every mage in sight. Yes, it rather met all my expectations.
You don't think you might have been better off getting your training there, instead of whatever your mother taught you?
You're right. My mother didn't nearly have as many abominations running about. That certainly would have improved my education.
I'll give you that one.
I'm so relieved.
What can I do for you?
I have a note
This
for
ought
you.
to be interesting. Such diction. This man is a true scholar and rhetorician. I am honored to be fired by one such as he. Good day.
Well, that went well.
Oh, you wish to talk to me? Truly, it's a courtesy for one so well armed. Someone has.
You live on the
Trade
surface?
with other races can dry up. We surfacers are Orzammar's lifeline. Even if we're denied a caste, the Assembly says we've turned our back on the stone, but they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites.
That's not right. Someone should do something.
Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown.
How often do you restock
Twice a
in
year.
Orzammar?
I'm confined to a trade stall in the Commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it.
Can't lose what you never
Best of
had.
luck to
Can't
you.
lose what you never had.
They say no one goes in or out until the Assembly speaks.
They've lost all sense. Orzammar will starve.
I actually have stuff for sale.
I've told you what I know.
Yeah. What you got for sale? Anything good? Weapons. I think it's safe. Sell these bolts. Armor looks meh. Greater Lyrium potion. Two. Buy the elk root. What I want. Need mushrooms. Yeah. Hi back. What's that? Alright. So what are they talking about? The assembly. Why can't we go in?
You insult all of Ferelden. King Loghain will not suffer the...
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
Urgent need to talk to your king.
Who doesn't? If I don't get in, no one should.
Orzammar has no king. Endrin Iduken returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
Blight is coming. We need everybody
Wait.
united.
Who are you to speak for Ferelden? You're no messenger to Loghain, that's for certain.
Thank the ancestors.
Grey Warden. He obliges Orzammar.
The Wardens
Aid
killed
us.
King Kaelin and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the royal seal. That means only the assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Loghain is the traitor. He killed
What?
Kaelin.
Lies and slander!
That's what
King
you're spouting.
Loghain will not suffer this. I will not suffer it. I'm his messenger.
You're
Kill
a
each other
bitch.
as you will, but take your sodding fight off my doorstep.
I thought I was dead. Oh, yes. Yeah. Take that.
And so I shall.
I'll take your topaz. Up to Alistair Wait. Alright. And we're back. Sorry about that. I had to take out some trash.
You've done me a service. That fool Imrek was barking for a week. Are all humans so touched? You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though
You
I
can't
don't
say
know
that.
what help you will find.
Fair journeys, Warden.
This is one of the coolest things in the whole game.
I haven't eaten in
Take it in.
days.
All the Paragons. Not going to learn about all the Paragons right now, because there's
Now that's
so
a
many.
thing of beauty, daughter.
Learn
If you were
about that
Carla
later.
Blanca, all Orzammar
And so I shall.
Mother, I don't want
I
to
shall.
hurt her. She...
Don't say that. Not to me, not to anyone.
Show respect, Surfacer. You're in the Hall of Heroes, home to the best of us.
They're quite grand indeed.
Paragons, dwarves who achieve such greatness, they're considered ancestors even if they yet walk among us. If only we had one now. A unifier. A voice like that, there would be no dissension.
Perhaps
I don't want you to. A surfacer should not see us in this kind of disarray. Goodbye, Warden. I hope you're not needed.
Okay. Be a bitch about it. I hope anyway.
They say your mother is Flemmeth, a witch of the Kukari wilds.
They
We
also
literally
say that
were there to
washing
kill
your feet
her.
in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right, and they are right in this.
You know the stories about...
Of course. You think my mother would let me go without telling me all the stories of her youth?
My mother told me stories too.
I haven't
She was the
eaten in
one who
days.
kindled my love of the old
Give 'em
tales and legends.
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams. No little girl wants to hear about the wild...
Shush.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours?
You guys ready
when the
for some
usurper
politics,
Harrowmont was the only one by his
intrigue?
side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew.
Handlers, separate these dashers in the diamond quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Do not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Damn. That escalated quickly.
I won't have fighting in the commons. Of outsiders. You all have him in the Legion.
Vienna,
Hello.
Surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the
Vienna.
commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
The Blight is coming and we need help.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the Assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
Sounds like those are the two I need to talk to.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
Paragons?
Surfacers
What's that?
appoint no paragons? Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
Alrighty.
Yes, you should.
Another quest. So many.
Ancestors, guard my son. I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors?
Huh?
Although, I can't
The what?
imagine your
The who?
ancestors reside in the stone.
Possibly. So this is some kind of shrine?
I don't know that word. This is a section of stone kept bare to receive our prayers. The
Yeah.
stone gave rise to our
I
people,
suppose so.
and it is where their spirits return in death.
I hear something about your son.
My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I
Turok?
pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
Missing?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got
He should be.
separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
The Deep
The
Roads?
Deep Roads are where Darkspawn come from. They descend for miles into the earth, and we must patrol them constantly or be overrun. I lost my husband to them. If I lost my son the same way,
You want to go after him?
the captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by Darkspawn that way.
Darkspawn there?
The Deep Roads are where Darkspawn
I already know
come from.
this. Hate that.
They descend for miles into the earth, and we must patrol them constantly or be overrun. I lost my husband to them. If I lost
God,
my
you
son
said that
the
already.
same way, how? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself.
I'm a Grey Warden. What we
So
do?
you could do it. Only wardens face the Deep Roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors, please, find me as soon as you return.
We will. This place is huge.
Maker's blessing on you, sister.
I didn't think the worst believed
I'm
in
Brother
Maker.
Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light.
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end of this chant.
And that is something to rejoice in, good sister. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
Towards worship
There
their
is
ancestors?
resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. Yet the dwarves of Orzammar persist in worshipping their own forefathers.
Yep, let me know how that turns out.
Never mind. The Shaper of Memories has refused me so far. I thought perhaps with another advocate. Well, if you have a change of heart, let me know.
Got enough silly quests. To open in a church. In a place that doesn't want churches. Because they already have their own.
Topsiders?
Not our problem.
Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for.
Your allegiance to this Balin is clear, but why?
Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not.
Let me see what you got. Sir.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
A thing? Hold on. I have to upgrade Alistair's gear, sir. Gears are getting expensive. Give this one to... Let's get point on. Oh. Oh shoot. Go in either of these places. You love Orzammar. Yeah. It's pretty cool. The political storyline's okay.
Oh, just...
Dude. Atrust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapsters. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you?
Like a drink.
With 52 types of ale, 17 types of mead, and a dozen imported wines, we should be able to serve your needs. What do you have?
Round of brew for everybody.
Someone's feeling generous. A round of Valentis Red for everyone. This, my friend, is the Paragon of Ales. The best your money can buy. Enjoy.
Well, that was cheap. Look at all these people here.
Afternoon, stranger. You looking for a stool to share a brew? Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's Expeditionary Field Unit. Yourself?
I'm Pepper, Grey Warden.
Figured as much. Good folks, wardens. I was in the deep roads when that one came by. What was his name? Dukan, Dunka, something like that.
You knew Duncan?
Sure. Good man. Solid. He knows what we go through in the deep roads. Not many do. Not even the ones who live this close. You have to be on the front lines.
You work for Balin?
I go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs.
Who are you fighting?
Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live. Every Grey Warden ends up there. That's where they send you when you're ready to leave this world. Go die in the dark, putting away as many vermin as you can. Getting more crowded these days, though. Lots of people interested all of a sudden. We go back tomorrow, and we're not the only ones.
Oh, really? Who else?
Lord Harriman's got his own men there, all looking for signs of Bronca. Guess the city's getting to miss having a paragon. Everyone wants someone to put in charge.
Who's Bronca?
Bronca was a paragon, some kind of great smith or whatnot. But she went batty and let her whole house into the deep roads more than 2 years ago. No chance she could have survived. And a lot of good men are gonna die looking for her corpse. Excuse me. This brew is starting to taste awful bitter.
Beautiful.
What? Get away. You'll change like the rest.
What's wrong with this guy?
Monsters hidden in all my friends.
What are you talking about?
Follow you. Once you are in the story, they possess your friends and follow. See? I found copies. All from the same pen and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass. Take them. I want out. I won't disappear chasing a lie. I won't.
Something worked behind the scenes in this realm. The notes you acquired from dead or terrified adventures point to an ancient evil, at least an ancient man telling stories of an ancient evil. You got called to speak with Vilm Madone, who lives somewhere in Dinner.
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Lord Dennick Helmi, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
Well, actually. Humans treat my people like castes.
But there are those like you who see this with concern, no? Well, I've taken the time to actually talk to the other castes. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent dashers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the casts are even necessary.
So you get to vote on the next king?
Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
Yep, that's how it usually works. Let's see. How's this whole thing working?
Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected dashers of the assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill.
Okay.
As you wish.
Abrupt ending to that whole bit. Okay, I guess
We've a bit of stew on the fire.
out.
Well, all right.
Well, all right. So I shall. Oh, I shall. Shall. Armor. I can do anything with this dragon skin.
Welcome to Jannar, family. I must say, looking for a new set of mail. At Jannar's, we have everything from leather to platinum.
Are you a part of the Smith cast?
Aye, for 100 generations. My father made his name by inventing a fall and tacit, which were integrated into the cuirass. But, I'm guessing by your face, you're not a smith yourself.
Wasn't Paragon Bronca a Smith?
That she was. The best to walk these tunnels since Carradine himself. Threw it away, chasing old dreams, though.
Who? Carradine?
The best smith who ever lived, bar none. He gave us the secret of forging golems that could walk, talk, and defend our borders. When we had them, no dwarf had to risk himself against the Darkspawn. It was a golden age for the Smith caste. His work was lost centuries ago when his tide fell
4:30
to
to
the
5.
Darkspawn. No one even knows where it is anymore.
6:30 to 7. 8 to 8:30. $12:15 to 12:40. And I'm done. Let's see. What do you mean? What do you mean about that?
Didn't last 6 months as a noble before
Tanks.
she set into the deep roads looking
Welcome.
for ancient secrets. Now she's dead in the tunnels. All that brilliance wasted.
What's happening with the king?
I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. Lord Harrimont's a fair man. My father did business with him, and he always paid on time. But the Idukans have served us well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot object.
What do you got?
Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Alright, death. Need a minute. Shield you using that way? What? Life in Orzammar. Yeah, I was thinking about keeping it, but I don't want to store it. I don't feel like putting it in storage, and I don't want to carry it around.
Well, all right.
So. Pretty sure we can't
There's
do
one
the
thing I
proving
do
grounds
not
yet.
understand, Alistair.
Just the one thing.
About you, perhaps. Why the deception over your parentage?
I'd
Yeah,
figure
right?
you'd be the sort who knows all about
Yeah, we can't do
deception.
it.
I do.
Probably.
And what use the deception might have had ended when King Kaelin perished, did it not?
Maybe.
I did look up when I first
guess
got
I
here.
was sort of hoping that would go away.
You missed it.
The truth does not
Load again,
go
though.
away.
Didn't say it was a good plan.
That was a good plan. Figures imports is locked. Oh, nugs.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter.
We'll find all your nugs.
I don't like those. They look dirty.
No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
You think it's dangerous?
Gotta boil them before roasting, but otherwise no, safe as sand. Some people swear they make good pets. May as well leash a turnip, I say.
Danny, I'll
Good
send
on
you
you,
away.
stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
That doesn't even like, you guys hear that, right? Oh. Found it.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Dagna.
It looks like you're not from around here.
Yep, you can say that.
Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world.
Yep, this is
I
a
don't
good
suppose
quest.
you've heard of something called the Circle?
Yep. She's gonna be a mage. I'm a mage.
Then I'm truly honored.
You should.
I've never met an actual mage.
Of
Is
course
it
I'm
true
going
you
to.
can manipulate nature's
Jeez.
forces with your mind? Like you were born with lyrium in your veins? I can't even imagine.
Yep, I'm basically a Marvel superhero. Be happy to answer your
I've
questions.
been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
Why would they want to study you? Oh wait, that's not what you mean. Why wouldn't they?
No dwarf has ever studied at the Circle of Magi. I guess you never read First Enchanter Caplin's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic. He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them.
Alright, so what do you want with the circle?
I want to go to the Circle to study.
I assure you that desire will depart the moment you arrive.
I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar
This
would
is
learn
voice
of one
actress.
of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
I will bring the circle your request.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Teventer Imperium's Verticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
She's so enthusiastic and adorable. I'm glad we're helping her.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Here, have a nug.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell.
Here's your nug.
Araka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you.
Garen?
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Are you okay?
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Or maybe they're too polite to mention it. I had a little incident a few years back. Too much time with the raw lyrium ore, you know. Maybe it was a bad vein. I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate. Except when forging, then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work I've ever seen. Look around the shop. See for yourself.
Oh, thank you, I will. Okay, well, we want that, but we can't afford it. Any of those? Thank you. Oh! So expensive. Bye, bye, bye. Give me all the things. There a noog. There's the
deep
noog.
roads are home to the Darkspawn now. Oddly, they're supposed to be safer to travel during a blight.
Wait, person I was supposed to talk to was supposed to be over here. I missed something? Oh, there we go. Miss it.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen.
The Diamond Quarter. Actually, we save here and take a little break for about 3 hours. That was cool as fuck. If you want to clip that, that'd be a good one. You know? We can make out a new intro. Intro graphic. Alright, let's save it. First save in Orzammar. I'll take you all. Death. Too bad. Can't always get what you want. That's what the Rolling Stones taught me, child. Try to start. Okay. Alright, so yeah. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. We're going to take a little break, walk around, stretch, hydrate, all that good stuff. And yeah, I really appreciate you tuning in. And if you're enjoying the stream and you're not following, make sure you hit that follow button or the